You want the full, dusty, chaotic, I survived the apocalypse and still looked fierce experience. So here it is. The Wasteland Woman's Handbook. My 10-step guide to not dying, and occasionally thriving, in the Mad Max Fury Road apocalypse. Told in first person, with dirt in my hair, sarcasm in my tone, and a suspiciously shiny water canteen that definitely wasn't stolen. Okay, maybe a little. Find water or die trying. Preferably don't die. Day 3. My lips were so dry I could have started a brush fire just by talking. I found a puddle that looked promising until I noticed it was bubbling. Then a lizard crawled out and hissed, "Mine." So I did what any sensible woman would do. I hissed back. We shared. Moral of the story, always find water, but don't get attached. Out here, hydration is flirtation. You make eye contact with someone's canteen and suddenly it's a standoff. Pro tip, learn to collect dew off metal, tears off enemies, or whatever drips from your radiator. It all counts. Get a vehicle, because walking is for flashbacks. After day 5 of walking through sand that could exfoliate bone, I spotted a half-buried buggy. Engine dead, tires shot, seats surprisingly comfy. So naturally, I declared myself owner. A nearby scavenger disagreed, loudly. We debated like civilized adults. I hit him with a wrench. Spent the next 3 days rebuilding it from scraps and hope. Named it Darla. Darla was loud, ugly, and smelled like victory and burning oil. Basically me after a long day. Lesson. In the wasteland, love is temporary, but horsepower is eternal. Fashion is survival, and revenge is a color that goes with everything. Clothes, optional. Armor, mandatory. I started with leather pants from a biker corpse, may he rest in stylish peace, goggles from a dead war boy, and a scarf that probably used to be a curtain. The trick isn't to look good, it's to look haunting. When people see you coming and wonder, is she human or a vengeful spirit? That's when you've nailed the look. Also, eyeliner made from burnt rubber. Stays through explosions. 10 out of 10, would recommend. Never travel alone, unless you hate small talk. I tried the lone wolf thing. It lasted until I met a pack of actual wolves. After that, I joined up with a few survivors, a mechanic who swore in 6 languages, a nurse with a flamethrower, and a kid who thought sand was seasoning. We made a deal. They fix, I fight, we all stay alive. And for once, it worked. Lesson. In the wasteland, friends aren't family. They're insurance policies with bad hygiene. Learn the fine art of bartering, or bluffing. The barter post was chaos. Smoke, shouting, the smell of old fuel and bad decisions. I traded 1 spark plug and a smile for a full gas can. The merchant smiled back. I smiled more. He leaned in to flirt, and I stole 3 more spark plugs. Survival, baby. It's just flirting with sharper edges. Tip: always carry something shiny. It distracts people while you take what you need. Master the stare. You don't need weapons when you've perfected the "don't mess with me" face. It's 80% squint, 15% clenched jaw, and 5% existential dread. I once scared off 2 raiders and a feral camel just by looking disappointed. Story time. A warlord tried to impress me with his engine collection. I just raised an eyebrow. He panicked, offered me fuel, and drove off. Power move. Fight dirty, because there's no referee in the wasteland. One time, a bandit tried to grab my bag. I threw sand in his eyes, kicked him in the shin, and stole his bag instead. It's called recycling. Weapons are great, but improvisation is queen. You can kill a man with a wrench, a belt buckle, or the sheer force of your sarcasm. Rule: there's no fair fight when the world exploded. There's only, I'm still standing. 3. Find a purpose or make one up. After a while, surviving isn't enough. You need something to do besides counting sand grains. So I started helping stranded folks rebuild engines, trade routes, and hope. It's amazing what people will give you when you act like you know what you're doing. My motto: if you can't fix the world, at least tune up the parts that still sputter. 2. Use your brain and your charm strategically. Brains beat bullets, always. Once I talked my way out of a raider camp by pretending to be their new fuel prophet. Told them the wind spirits wanted them to refill my tank. They did, twice. Lesson: be mysterious, be confident, and when all else fails, start chanting. People fear what they don't understand. 1. Become a myth. Years later, I heard stories about myself. The desert siren, the queen of rust. Apparently, I once rode through a storm on a flaming car shouting, "Witness me!" That was only partially true. It was more of a controlled skid, and the flames were accidental. But hey, in a world with no news, legends are what you make them. Moral: don't just survive. Make them tell stories about you around campfires. Be unforgettable, unkillable, and unapologetically you. Final words of the Wasteland woman. If you can drink diesel fumes, curse at thunder, and smile after stealing someone's tires, congratulations, you're doing it right. You don't just live in the Fury Road world, you own it. Now pass me that water. It's been a long, dusty day.